across our entire region. This is what Concacaf is all about, providing access to meaningful games and raising the quality for football for all of our member associations.
Philip, how important is this Women's Championship for Concacaf and the participating teams?
Adriana, this championship will be played in 3 U.S. cities. It's the crown jewel of our women's competitions. Here is where the world will not only see the best female players in the region, but also some of the best teams in the world.
Philip, to echo what you are saying, let's take a look on how the United States conquered its 7th Women's Championship 4 years ago. I can't wait for the ball to kick off next month. But before that, Philip, we have another important guest who will be conducting the draw today.
Thank you, Adriana. We're very excited to introduce our new head of CONCACAF Women's Football, Karina Leblanc. Karina is a former Canadian international that is leading our efforts to grow women's game. She herself is a FIFA legend who throughout her career represented Canada in 5 FIFA World Cups, 2 Olympics, and 3 Pan American Games.
Welcome, Karina. What an exciting career you enjoyed during your playing time. It's impressive to see how women's football has grown.
Thank you so much for having me, and good morning to Felipe and Adriana. Honestly, today it's exciting because I remember the nerves that I felt on this day when you're watching the draw and you're figuring out who are the teams that stand in between you going to the World Cup and not. I've watched the game grow in our region, and now I get to be the head of women's football and get to be a part of it. It's truly, these moments truly are the moments that inspire not only the players, but the next generation.
Like you just said, Karina, I'm sure fans who are watching us are on the edge of their seats waiting for this morning draw results. Before we continue, I want to thank Philip for being here this morning with us. And before he leaves, it is now the moment to watch this video explaining the procedures for the draw.
The 2018 CONCACAF Women's Championship Draw will be conducted using 4 team pots and 2 position pots. The team pots, pots 1, 2, 3, and 4, will contain the names of the 8 participating member associations. The position pots, pots A and B, will contain the 4 possible positions for each group. As host and champion of the 2014 edition of the CONCACAF Women's Championship, the United States will be seated in Group A, position A1, while Canada, the next best ranked team, will be seated in Group B, position B1. The remaining 6 participating teams will be distributed in pots 2, 3, and 4, based on the CONCACAF Women's rankings. The draw will begin by selecting the seeded teams from pot 1 and their corresponding positions from pots A and B. Once the seeded teams have been confirmed, the draw will continue by randomly drawing a team from pot 2 and a position from pot A. The second team from pot 2 will then be drawn, followed by its position from pot B. The same will be done for pots 3 and 4, alternating between pots A and B. With the draw completed and groups A and B defined, the tournament schedule will be populated with all 12 group stage matchups of the 2018 CONCACAF Women's Championship. And with this, the CONCACAF Women's Championship officially kicks off.
Based on the CONCACAF Women's rankings now available on CONCACAF.com, the participating teams have been divided into 4 pots. Pot number 1, the reigning champion United States and Canada. Pot number 2, Mexico and Costa Rica. Pot number 3, Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica. And pot number 4, Panama and Cuba. When placing their teams in their respective groups, we need to keep a couple things in mind. There cannot be more than 3 Caribbean teams in the same group. There cannot be more than 2 Central American teams in the same group. And there cannot be more than 3 North American teams in the same group. All right, I think it is time to get this party started. We will start over in pot 1, the yellow sphere, which should be the United States of America, as they are the reigning champions. Also followed in the same pot with Canada. In pot 2, the next 2 teams are the next 2 ranked teams, which is Mexico and Costa Rica. The following sphere pot has
Panama and Cuba.
The following sphere has Trinidad, Tobago, and Jamaica, pardon me, and then the following pot has Cuba and Panama. So let's start with the yellow sphere in pot 1, which is the United States of America. As we know, we're the reigning champions. Thank you very much. All right, so here we go. As we said, yellow sphere, United States of America, and here we go.
Concacaf ranking at first, one of the 4 teams that qualify for the 2015 Women's World Cup and reigning Concacaf and FIFA champions.
Absolutely. Now we're going to go to pot A, yellow sphere, to confirm the position. Position A1. There you have position A1, United States A1. All right. And now we're going to go back to pot 1, which is Canada, the white sphere. Thank you very much. And here we have it, the team that I played many years for, Canada.
And you know more than we do.
I do.
Concacaf won up at ranking number 2, one of the 4 teams that qualify for the 2015 Women's World Cup.
And now we'll go to confirm the position, pot B, the white sphere. It should be B1. And here we go, B1. All right, so Canada will start at the top of that. Pot 2, which should be Mexico and Costa Rica. Thank you very much. All right, I know the players are very nervous right now, trying to figure out who is where. Mexico.
Mexico is one of the 4 teams that qualify for the 2015 Women's World Cup. Concacaf ranking number 3, and 2018 Concacaf Women's Under 20 champion.
Now we're going to pot A to see the position in Group A where Mexico will be playing. A2. So right now we know that Mexico and the United States of America will be playing each other.
They're rivals.
That is quite a rival, I'll tell you what. Now we're going to go to pot 2, which should be Costa Rica. And here we go. Costa Rica.
Costa Rica was 2nd place in the 2014 Concacaf Women's Championship. Concacaf ranking number 4 and 2018 Concacaf Central America Women's Qualifier winners.
Now we will go to pot B to determine the position of the group. All right. B3. So right now we know Costa Rica and Canada will play each other in the same group in positioned B3. We will go back to pot 3 where we have Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica. I was just in Jamaica, so I know the Jamaicans are very excited to be coming here. And we have Trinidad and Tobago.
Hosted the Concacaf Women's Under 20th Championship, 4th place in the 2014 Concacaf Women's Championship.
So Trinidad and Tobago will join USA and Mexico, and to figure out their positioning in Group A, we have A3. This is turning out to be quite an exciting group. And to figure out the last sphere of pot 3, thank you, Erica. We have, as it should be, Jamaica.
Jamaica participated in the 2014 Concacaf Women's Championship, 2018 Concacaf Caribbean Women's Qualifiers winners.
And I was just in Jamaica, and I have to say they are very excited about it. They just finished this weekend as the CFU champions. So let us head over to pot B. Apologies for that. Let's see the position from Group B. B2. We're almost there. Let's go for the final pot, pot 4. And as we may know, there cannot be 2 Central American countries in the same pot or same pool. So we have Panama.
Panama, second place in the Concacaf Central America Women's Qualifiers, Concacaf ranking number 10th.
And to determine the position in Group A, as we just explained, A4. All right. And now the last sphere of pot 4, which should be Cuba. And as it is, Cuba.
First time participating in the Concacaf Women's Championship, Concacaf ranking 19.
And to determine their position in Group B, we go to pot B. Should be B4. B4. All right. So there you have it. Wow. In Group A, we have United States, Mexico, Trinidad, Tobago, and Panama, which is a very tough group.
Correct. In Group B, we have Canada, Jamaica, Costa Rica, and Cuba. Canada and Costa Rica, you know, how was that kind of game when you were playing?
It was always exciting. Costa Rica has grown so much. They've put so much into their women's program. So they're a team that can't be counted out. There's no easy group right here. You're going to see many great games. And I know some players may be excited, but I know every player is nervous because every group is a difficult group.
What can we expect? United States and Mexico in the same group.
Well, that's a huge rivalry. I mean, to be honest with you, any team that got Mexico always felt that that was the tougher group. So I know United States, I'm sure they're thinking right now that they're in the tougher group because the Mexican team has done so much to develop the game on the women's side. And I'm telling you, it's exciting right now for me to watch because I know it's going to be great games, great competition, a great tournament for Concacaf.
So let's see it again, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. The groups for the first round of the competition are now confirmed, as of course Karina and we do. The draw: Group A, United States, Mexico, Trinidad and Tobago, Panama, Canada, Jamaica, Costa Rica, and Cuba. Group B. After round robin play, the 2 groups winners plus the 2 second place finishers will advance to the semifinals to be played at the Toyota Stadium in Frisco, Texas.
The semifinal winners will automatically qualify to the championship final and the FIFA Women's World Cup in France. The semifinal losers will dispute the tournament's 3rd place match for the last direct available ticket to the world.
The 4th place team will face off with Argentina in a home and away playoff series in November for a direct ticket to the FIFA Women's World Cup.
We look forward to welcoming all fans from around the world and the region to the 2018 Concacaf Women's Championship.
So I hope you enjoy, and I hope the fate of these teams are going to be great for this tournament to get to the FIFA World Cup. She's Karina LeBlanc. Thank you, Karina, as always. I'm Adriana Monsalve. Have a great day. And don't forget to follow all the action at Univision and Fox Sports here in the United States, as well as other rights partners across our region and around the world. Have a great day. Karina LeBlanc and Monsalve are out.